Actually worked. Holy shit. Wow, I was not expecting that to work. Well, before I swear anymore, let me just quickly do this.
Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised. But I bet that just makes you want to watch it even more.
Uh-oh. I think I forgot to use that warning in the Kerbal Space Program playthrough today. And that's one video that could really use the warning. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. What the hell is this? What's going on here? Okay. The world hath loaded and is raining. I don't like the rain. In Minecraft, I don't like the rain. I don't mind the rain, you know, IRL. The rain in Minecraft is just BS. There's no Enderman to hunt. And that's the one thing I've got to do this episode, too. You know what? I should get rid of those emeralds. Get rid of these. Get rid of anything that this thing will let me toss at it. Because, yeah. Gunpowder, bones, obviously. Actually, I need a couple of wood. I got the wood. Okay, can I put fence post? Nope. I don't want granite anyway. Or dorite. And I can just toss these. Stop coming back to me. I don't want you. There. Alright, let's write quickly here. Customary in 404 Island. We use up 2 pickaxes at the start of the episode. As is custom, it's tradition. There. Let us go. I guess that means the first episodes must have been a lot quicker because those would have been stone or wood. Ah, shit. Hold on. What was that noise? Was that a skeleton I hear? I didn't hear a skeleton. I hear it. I see nothing, though. That is weird. Okay, well, there's a mystery skeleton over there. Possibly, possibly not. It sounds like it. Let's go to the end of here and do some 404 Island preliminary strip mining. As you can see, this expands a little more with every episode. So yeah, over the weekend I experienced 200 megabit per second download firsthand. That was freaking, like, you know, given where I experienced it, the person who's actually shelling out the money for that, it's like they don't actually use it. But, you know, actually having used 200 megabit per second, anywhere between 100 and 200, I didn't really get an accurate reading, but pretty damn fast. It's like, you know, I'm going to get used to that, then I'm going to go down to slower tier speeds again, and it's just going to feel dead slow. But it is what it is. I'm not, I mean, that's a couple hundred a month just for internet, like. I don't understand the people who do that. The people who use like the friggin' 200 megabit per second download and only download like less than 200 gigabytes of stuff a month. It's like, why do you even pay for that then? It's yeah, it just doesn't seem like a logical thing to do necessarily. Because I pretty much have never seen anything above 6 meg. 6 megabit per second down, 2 megabit per second up. And that's what I'm on right now. That's megabit, not byte. I don't understand how people fail to understand this concept, but a byte is not a bit. Bit rate is a measure of a physical connection speed, right? But since people use the internet to save a file on their computer, their web browser reports bytes per second or kilobytes per second, because that's what the hard drive is storing. It's more relevant to a computer hard drive. But that is not your connection speed. Your connection speed is actually what your web browser shows you, bytes per second, but you multiply that by 8, that gives you your connection speed, the number of actual bits physically traveling across that connection per second. Nothing annoys me more than when people don't get that concept. Especially when I was working in technical support. And people would call in, they say, hey, I'm supposed to be getting 6 megabit per second. They do a download speed test. It says 6 megabit per second. And then they get pissed off at me because they don't understand it. Glad to be out of that life. Alright, we had some iron here. Give me that. I think this pickaxe just paid for itself. Yep. Paid for itself and part of the other one. Awesome. You know, I wonder what's going to happen when I eventually hit the world border in this mine. That's going to be really strange. Okay. Awesome. I am allergic to cats. The place I'm moving into has cats, of course. And I cannot stop coughing because I got that friggin' cat dandruff stuff in my damn throat. And, oh my god. Just like every friggin' 2 minutes I gotta cough or I gotta drink freaking water because I got that stuff. I do not like cats. That does not mean that I do not like cats. I'm not making myself clear, am I? I allow cats to live because they are living things. I do not enjoy spending time around cats because my eyes start to seriously itch and I got this crap in my throat. And that has historically been proven to be the case. Frickin' cats. Why can't they just be like hypoadogenic? Hypoadogenic. Someone look up that word. Hypoadogenic. Is that a word? First of all, and let's see if we can derive its meaning. So hypo is without. Ado. Ado is a form of greeting. It's like ado. Ado. That's what the so hypoado. What did I say? Hypoadogenic. Ado. Basically, it's without greeting. Why can't cats be without greetings? I think is what that means. Okay. See what I mean? Frickin' water. It's been raining all day. I was supposed to get groceries, but I didn't because it was raining. And I'm afraid I might melt. This, oh my god, what the hell? It's only Minecraft that frickin' does this. Every other video game that I play on this channel, I don't have this problem with my neck. Oh my god, frickin' Minecraft, man. Talk about terrible control scheme, first of all. Talk about making me friggin' bend my neck upside down so I can talk it into a damn microphone. It's like, what's the damn point to all this crap anyway? God, that really hurts in the neck. I do not accept this as being a valid requirement. One of these days I'm going to get a proper microphone stand. Then you'll all see that I can play video games, A, without making a popping noise every 10 minutes as I hit the microphone, and B, without screwing things up every 5 minutes because of a massive pain in my neck. All I need's a microphone stand. Just you watch. Although, there is nobody watching, so I guess the microphone stand would make no difference in this case. The goal is to eventually, with the Twitch streams, you know, get to a point where I have sufficient content to last, like, a long time. And then I'm just gonna, like, basically use that as my only source of content for the rest of my life. Because I really do not like a lot of the other stuff. You know, like, you get these, streamers that are, like, just trying to be insane as opposed to trying to be themselves. And it's just kind of, you know, why do that and basically talk down at your subscribers when you're doing that? It's, I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much. People that are genuine, or who at least seem genuine, are the best. And then the ones who are... ah, shit. That's all I can get. Let's just mine the rest of this anyway. Oh, God, my wrist. I thought this was... oh. Shit. I thought this was going to be a good spot for my microphone, too. You know, I was so excited that my microphone was finally going to be without hurting my wrist. That is not the case. Thinking of playing Penumbra on this channel, I will do that only after I get a decent microphone stand. I cannot have a tripod on the desk in front of my keyboard, blocking my hand movements from accessing said keyboard. It just doesn't work. It just does not work, and it is painful. To an extreme degree. Like, I'm gonna have to friggin' massage my wrist at the end of this. It's gonna be just so wrecked. I can, like... oh, hey, it stopped raining. I can look for Enderman. Ah, there's one! Oh shit, spider. I can, you know, do stuff like City Skylines or Kerbal Space Program simply because those don't matter so much, you know? You don't have to have your hand on the WASD keys at every second. Come on, you sons of bitches. Why are you so slow? Come on. Gotta get the damn Enderman. Get out here. Come on. Don't be a jack. Son of a... These guys are so annoying in the water. Go, go, go. Jeez. Okay, now this guy. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Oh shit, he teleported. There he is. Okay, well, maybe he teleported for a damn good reason. Get out of here, Spidey. I'm in a pissed off mood. Alright, give me that stupid arrow. Look at what this jackass did. Oh my god. The water hasn't even updated. That could be something wrong with the server. I don't know. Look at this crap. I hate those creepers. They think they're so smart. Huh. I guess they did blow up the area that I was sworn to protect, but I mean, can I really be blamed for that? Oh, son of a bitch. Don't even do... Stop hurting my wrist. That goes to the viewers as well. Stop it. I see you laughing at me. I see you telling me that my wrist is not important to you. But it is important to me. I need that for, I don't know, stuff. Sometimes even important stuff. I mean, there was this one time where I was like, man, I really need my wrist. And it hurt. I know, it's an epic tale, and it's very gripping. But it is true, 100%. Oh crap, creeper. Like just there with the Enderman, I would have been probably better off if I did have an easy way to use the WASD keys without my wrist bending upside down and inside out in such a painful way. And it would be nice if I could open my head and turn my neck without pain. This is a dream I have of a day where I can, I don't know, friggin' turn my head left and right without it hurting. I'll get there someday, I think. Let's see if there's any leftover Endermen. We didn't have a good chance to run around here at night. Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Is this grown? Mostly. Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well. Ouch, for one thing. My neck actually is now to the point where I cannot hold my head still. Oh, man. What else is there? Okay. I think... Did most of those grow well? Oh, no, they didn't. It just looks like it. Look at that texture. That texture is so wrong. Okay, I know not what to do now. My wrist hurts, my neck hurts. Everything hurts. Let's go on a boat, see if we find anything. Ah, crap. I am off to trade these 36 papers Would you stop firing at me, you stupid skeleton? You're not gonna hit. Where is he? Where even is he? Oh, he's over there. Well, look at him. Friggin' jerk just sitting there in the friggin' half underground. Alright, so I believe the... Wait, where are you going? Going this way. If I go this way until I hit the world border and then head straight to the left, that'll take me to a place that trades paper for emeralds. And even though it'll only be one trade, it'll be well worth it once I eventually have enough to buy a bookshelf. They no longer have a sound effect when you're going through water, do they? Isn't that? It's completely silent. Since when is the water in Minecraft silent? Ah. I know not. Any more sugar canes? Nope. You know, if I never get those Endermen, I wonder what Timmy's gonna do. He might, I don't know, might just cancel the server or something and send me a file, so I have to do it local from then on. Are these within the world border? I feel like these are within the world border. Oh, they're not. Ah, robbed. That's so much sugarcane over there. You just can't access it. So mean. Alright then. Alright, our absolutely 100% silent experience pedaling through the water in Minecraft is complete. Let us get another emerald. What was that? Oh jeez, that's my microphone stand once again moving itself. Oh, God, these headphones too. Ooh. Everything's hurting me today. On the plus side, I was doing a little of work in Unity. Basically just developing my own little video game. And where the hell do you think you're going? Come on, new trade. There we go. 4 for a bookshelf. I only need one more. Where was I? I was doing some work in Unity. Basically, writing my own video game type of deal. And I was writing this shader. Ooh. I was writing this shader for it. And what was going on is it was using like 70% CPU usage, because the way I was writing this shader, it's supposed to be a blur function. And so there's a few different ways I can write it. I can write it as a rectangle or a box blur, which basically just takes samples. You take a single point, you take samples to the left and right by a certain number, and you average them, and that's the color of that pixel, and that creates a blur effect. That would be like a box blur, and you do that a couple times over. That gives you an approximate Gauss blur. Another way you can do it is if you take pixels radially from a point and along. So you go radially, and you also go throughout 360 degrees. And you take the average of those for a point. That actually makes it a little bit more rounded. But I was, running into an issue where I was doing too many calculations per second. To get a good-looking rectangular blur, you have to have like a minimum of 10 samples per pixel on the screen. And if you're doing 1020 or if you're doing a 1920 by 1080 or 1080p image, that's a lot of pixels to do that averaging calculation on. Versus if you do the radial calculations, you have however many samples, basically the same as the box blur, but it'll look good as low as 4 samples. But then you have a non-linear element in there because you have to use sine and cos to define your x and y coordinates that you're taking pixels from. So that was slowing it down remarkably, such that the box blur, which was taking, you know, minimum of 10 samples per pixel, was actually faster than the radial blur, which was taking 4 samples, or was taking something like that over a radial displacement. And of course the radial looked better, but the box blur was much faster. What I ended up doing is I recognized that the radial blur is symmetrical. So if you're taking 10 samples over 360 degrees, you can actually cut that into 4 and take like 3 samples in the first quadrant, and then you just mirroring that into the other 4 quadrants. You don't need to do that sine and cos calculation. Then what I additionally did to make that even faster is I defined a function which I called quick sine and quick cos, because for values close to 0, sine is approximately equal to just the angle that you put in radians. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So I have the quick sine and quick cos, and then I have the mirroring for the coordinates on the blur algorithm. And I went from using 80% CPU usage, so it was 77% CPU, or sorry, 77% GPU usage for the box blur. It was 88%, 85% GPU usage for the radial blur using sine and cosine, and taking the points, you know, distributed evenly over the 360 degrees, and it took something like 25% GPU usage for the optimized method, where you're doing the reflected coordinates and just taking the samples that way. That was a remarkable improvement. I was quite happy when I saw that. Alright, I think that's everything for this episode. We killed an Enderman. We didn't get a Ender Pearl, but we did get some more paper, so we might be able to do another enchantment next episode, possibly. But yeah, that's basically it. Really happy with that graphics computation thing that I did there. That took a bit of inspiration, I'd say, but it looks really good for what it is. And as for what it is that I'm developing, I'll post a video on that someday. Maybe I'll just do like a quick development video showing what I've got. It's just supposed to be like a really relaxing video game, and so far it is. It'll be interesting to showcase that. Anyway. God damn. Frickin' cats, am I right? Ah, man. Alright, anyway. I'm the 404 guy, 7he404guy. Hopefully my voice gets better in the next couple of days. I'm going to be really pissed off if it takes any longer than this to recover. Anyway, thanks for watching, and feel free to follow, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. I don't care. I'm not getting paid for this. Whatever. I'm the 404 guy, 7he404guy. Goodbye.